In this video, we're going to talk about the Jones Explorer. It's that intermediate progressing level all mountain board that you can go out and explore the mountain with, whether you're hitting side hits or charging through the trees. It's going to be good in POW, it's going to be good on a groomer. It's kind of one of those amalgamations where it's got freestyle characteristics and it's got free ride. This is definitely a quiver of one type of board. Something for someone that's really out there pushing their limits and progressing. This board features Jones's directional cam rocker camber profile, which is basically a set back cam rocker. So you're going to have more rocker in the nose than the tail, and the camber zone is going to be shifted back under the back foot, meaning you can steer with the back foot, you'll pop with the back foot. It's great for powder and it's great for free riding. The Explorer comes in with just a hair past a middle of the road flex underfoot. Yeah, I know, kind of weird. Bear with me here. What you get is a way softer nose, and then it's just directional and it's flexed, so it stiffens up just in front of the insert packs through to the tail, and there's a decent amount of torsional give to this board. Overall, it is just a hair above middle of the road, and what you're going to notice is there's a lot of chatter in the tips at high speeds, but underfoot is very damp and very stable. So you have this lively tip and then just a stable area right underfoot that you don't have to worry about getting bucked around or feeling any micro vibrations. This is a board with a lot of pop out of it. I mean, it's lightweight and it's got a lot of camber to it. So when you load it up, you get this rebound and snap out of it that just boosts you to the moon. You can go higher than you think with most of these things. And when it comes to jumps, it holds its own out there. Small, medium, large. I'd watch yourself with the large jumps. Anything around 40 plus feet. Probably going to be a problem with this board if you're not a confident jumper, but if you are, you should be able to handle it. But by and large, a lot of snap in this board. Just can't mention that. With that softer nose, you've got this big platform right out in the tip that you can just butter the shit out of this thing. I mean, just get sideways and get weird. The tail's a little stiffer, so it does take a little bit more effort, but it's not enough that you're overwhelmed with it. This is a board that is actually fairly easy to butter if you know what you're doing. Now, jibbing, on the other hand, it's not the best. It'll get the job done. You can lock it into presses if you know what you're doing. There's a great flex point right where the rocker meets the camber zone. That's where you want to engage it. You want to make sure that you're initiating that sweet spot, locking it in. It does have camber underfoot. You can get sideways on a rail. I mean, this is kind of one of those boards that if you're going to hit rails with it, it's more or less you're just cutting through the park at the end of the day, maybe doing a couple laps. This isn't its strong suit by any means. The flex on this board is so versatile. You can really drive carves however you want with it. It engages, it stays locked in, and then you can just twist and flex the board how you want. You want to get really low on a Eurocarve, this board's great for it. You can drive into that camber zone, flex the board, get low, and then spring out of the turn. This is a board with a lot of snap out of the tail when you're coming out of a carve. It's one of those boards that really wants to do those tight, snappy turns, but can still lock into a long, drawn-out carve and do what you need to do with it. So who would I recommend this board for? Well, this is definitely a quiver of one type of board. This is for the guy that is exploring the whole mountain, that is out there just seeing what they can get, whether it's powder, riding the trees, cruising groomers, maybe a couple quick laps through the park, hitting some jumps, someone that's going to ollie a slow sign and send a roller 30 feet. It's the guy that's sitting there going, hey, there's a bush gap in that wide open powder field. I'm going to go over there and I'm going to ollie off it. It's time to go explore a list of comparable boards for the Jones Explorer. And here they are in no particular order. The K2 Turbo Dream, the LibTech Terrain Wrecker, the Nitro SMP, Rosenald's The One. Alright, so now you've decided what snowboard you're going to get, and you're going to decide where you're going to buy it. If you're shopping local, awesome. Slap your local shop guys a high five and tell them they're killing it. But for those of you that are buying online, Why don't you shop from one of the links we have down below? That way you support us and you get a deal on your snowboard. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. That way you can see all the relevant or irrelevant snowboarding content that we're putting out for you guys. So smash that bell down below. That way you're getting a notification. And I'll see you guys in another video.